I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Geneva. I'm Dom Larson.
And I'm Liam Reber.
Today, we're going to catch you up on all the sports news you may have missed.
All that and so much more because GTV News starts right now. Here are your morning announcements for Friday, March 14th.
Luck of the Viking is starting next week. Make sure to wear the color green on Monday to support St. Patrick's Week.
Clubs will be decorating fish bowls, and you will have a chance to win prizes by finding hidden leprechauns around the school. Speaking of luck, we're tossing into the Sports Shield desk to see how lucky Geneva sports teams have been.
GTV's Addison Wint tells us more.
Addison?
Hey Geneva, welcome back to Sports Shield. We have a jam-packed show today, so let's take off with some Ultimate Frisbee. Ultimate Frisbee is full speed ahead for the brand new season. Coach Shane says the sport may not be exactly what you think. He shares some of the fun reasons you should consider joining.
As a team sport, Ultimate is really a really fun and a great way to connect with others and have a kind of a good time together and doing something awesome and special.
The team is currently practicing every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on the Cold Trap Fields. Email Coach Shane if you have any questions. And with tryouts ending last week, spring sports have started their official season, which means new varsity players. I was able to speak to some of my teammates about how they felt making varsity girls lacrosse.
So I wasn't sure what team we were going to make, and then she sectioned us off into two teams, and she's like, I want everyone to meet your varsity lacrosse team, and I freaked out.
I was super excited, and I gave my friend Abby a big hug.
I'm so happy you're part of the team, Abby and Letty. You guys always make practice so much fun. And remember to come out and watch our first game, March 24th, against Naperville Central. We'll be on Burge, and JV plays at 5:30 p.m. and varsity at 6:45 p.m. Tomorrow, the girls' track team is heading to Burlington Central for an invite with over 20 teams. The girls have had a great season so far and hope to keep getting better as indoor starts to wrap up. And the boys' baseball team will start the season on March 20th versus Yorkville away at 3:30 p.m. Now, turning to some national sports news, the NFL free agency has begun, and GTV's Robbie Youngquist has a recap of some of the players you should be looking out for.
NFL free agency kicked off Monday, so let's recap what happened so far. The first shot to be fired off was your Chicago Bears trading for All-Pro guard Joe Thuney. Chicago looks to beef up the offensive line. Next was Seattle quarterback Geno Smith being traded to the Las Vegas Raiders for a third-round pick. The Raiders find their solution at quarterback.
Extra pressure. Going deep. Has his man. Has Adams.
Soon after, wide receiver Devontae Adams signed with the Los Angeles Rams for 2 years. This deal is critical to the Rams becoming a contender this season. Next, we had one of the biggest moves this offseason, with Seahawks wide receiver DK Metcalf being traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. This move instantly puts Pittsburgh in the front running for Aaron Rodgers and limits Seattle's offense. After that, a flurry of signings happened as the legal tampering period started. First off, wide receiver Chris Godwin re-signed with the Buccaneers. The Bucs look to keep their offense firing on all cylinders. Next, Drew Dalman signed with your Chicago Bears. This adds even more talent to the Bears' reformed offensive line. Later that day, Seattle gets their quarterback of the future by Sam Darnold signing a 3-year deal with the Seattle Seahawks. And finally, to wrap up the big moves, the New York Jets signed quarterback Justin Fields to a 2-year deal. This gives Justin Fields one more shot as a starter. That's all the free agent news I have for you today, Geneva. From GTV News, I'm Robbie Youngquist.
Great to see the Steelers, one of my favorite teams, get DK Metcalf. That's all the sports news we have for you today, Geneva. Now back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Addison.
Today is your last chance to purchase the leftover student ceramic bowls for $10. All proceeds will benefit the St. Peter's Food Pantry.
Mark your calendar to attend a meeting next week about an upcoming international trip. There are still spots available for the France, Germany, Switzerland trip. Next year, it will only be the France and Germany trip, so you don't want to miss out. The next parent and student meeting will be on Thursday, March 20th at 6 p.m. in the community room.
It looks like GTV brought Tampa back with spring sneaking around the corner with a beautiful day out. GTV's Julia Lederman is outside on Logan Avenue to tell us more about what's in store for today and the weekends. Julia?
Thanks, guys. I'm out here outside of the school, and I'm doing pretty good in this long sleeve shirt. It's around 70 degrees outside, so no need for a jacket or anything. But today there's going to be a high of 74 degrees and a low of 49 with cloudy skies. And tomorrow it's going to cool off just a little bit with a high of 62 degrees and a low of 40 with a chance of rain. But that's all the weather news I have for you today. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Julia. Here's 3 to know before we go.
The Apprenticeship Expo is open on April 10th, and it is to learn about career in the field of trades. Sign up ends March 19th. Email Mrs. Warren if you have any questions.
If you want to come support both of our bands, they'll be performing tonight at Elmhurst University Concert Band Festival.
And don't forget to follow GTV on Instagram at GTV_304 and on YouTube also at GTV_304.
Well, that's all the news we have for today, Geneva. Remember, we are following a PLC schedule for the rest of the day. And sadly, it's Dom's last day anchoring.
Thanks for having me, guys, and have a fantastic Friday, Geneva.